We're walking through our temporary neighborhood of Potsdamer Strasse in Berlin on a quiet Sunday morning. Another thing I wanted to mention on this trip that we're taking to Germany is usually I have a manual wheelchair for traveling, but for this trip we got a new traveling electric wheelchair, power wheelchair. And this is the first time we're trying it out.
And this is called a Geo Cruiser, and it's a very lightweight electric chair. Only weighs about 60 pounds with the batteries on it. Goes very slow, but at least I don't have to push them for 2 weeks.
We've already had a couple little problems with it, but
yeah, there's a few screws come loose, and we've tightened them up. But we're kind of going along here. Why don't you go over, roll it over that gate and back, and show how it rolls.
Suddenly, we see something that doesn't belong here.
We're taking a little stroll here on a Sunday morning. We're gonna go get some breakfast, but we found something very bizarre, huh, Tim?
Yeah.
Yeah, right over here. I want to show you, there's a park across the street. But it's not the park that's so bizarre. But I want you to see what's on the other end of the park. There's a building, and I'm gonna zoom in, and you can see it has 4 swastika flags on it here in the heart of Berlin. That is very bizarre, and I thought that was illegal here in Germany. I don't know what that building is. We'll see if we can find out later. But that is this park over there. It's called Kleist Park here on Potsdamer Strasse in Berlin.
Be careful.
Letty's gonna go over and take a picture of that, so when we post this on our blog we can have swastikas. That'll be interesting. Okay, so that lady with her dog over there was kind enough to explain to us why the swastikas are over there in that building. They're filming a movie, which I kind of had a feeling they might be doing that. So that's part of the set dressing for some movie they're filming over there in that building.
Now it's time for breakfast at Cafe Perry.
So we're having breakfast here at Cafe Perry here in Berlin, and it is a delicious breakfast, huh, Tim?
Mm-hmm.
Tim's even eating an omelet, and he doesn't even like eggs.
After eating, it's on to the S-Bahn for today's excursion. The transit here is mostly wheelchair accessible, but the gap from the platform into the train can sometimes be a problem. It's about a 30-minute ride to Potsdam, then a few minutes on a tram to our destination. We hear loud engines and see classic cars racing when we exit the tram.
Here comes one, Tim. There's some sort of old car show here in Potsdam today, so we're just surrounded by beautiful cars. There's an old Fiat 500 here, and then some guy's got an old Buick Riviera right here. So not real old, but I guess it's a collector's item here in Europe. That's an Aston Martin.
It's time to move on.
So this behind me is a Gleineke Brucke, which is made famous from the Cold War in the movie as the Bridge of Spies. And this is the bridge between Potsdam and West Berlin over on the other side, where on this side we were in East Germany, over there was Allied control West Berlin, and the Allies would bring their spies to that end of the bridge. The Russians on the bridge end we're standing on here, and they would walk across, and in the middle was the border between East and West in Europe. Okay, Tim, so this is Gleineke Brucke, which of course, you know, from the movie, you know, this is the Bridge of Spies.
Yeah.
And on this side you're standing on was the East German side, where the Russians would come and their spies would walk over there to trade places with the American spies. So let's go walk across the bridge, okay?
Alright, this is the line that divided the two countries?
Yeah, right here. Here's the border between East Germany and West Berlin. Okay.
We catch a different train back to Berlin where we go to see Kaiser Wilhelm Kirch. This is a bombed out ruin left over from World War II as a memorial. A new, rather plain-looking church has been built next door to replace it. At least it's plain outside. Inside is a whole nother story. Back outside, my dad spies a cool looking fountain on this hot summer day. This is Tim Music for The World on Wheels.